Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Introduce my name Annalatudwi Ayu and my college, my ranking, IUCD and from we from Pamulang University Minister of Management. We'll discussion about the effect of loan to deposit ratio and debit to equity ratio on return on equity. To speed up the time, just go straight to the first discussion, which will be read out by my slave. The next introduction. In the context of economic development that continues to grow, the banking sector is one of the financial institutions that has a very good level of public trust. Almost all business entities request banking service as an institution that is now on customer trust. Banking will certainly continue to provide for payments to customers to increase profit and improve the development of the banking world. The rapid development of the banking world and the large complexity of banking will affect banking privilege. In order for banking to carry out good management, bank must have expenses working capital so that bank of the nation can run a fledged according to their objective. Effective working capital management is the hope for banking today, connecting the expense of banks in an equity competitive banking industry. Banks need to pay attention to the strength of a bank, which is very dependent on the owner and management of the bank. It was led to bank integrity are intended as a benchmark for bank management to assess whether bank management has completed a pledge regulation. The strength of a bank can be assessed by analyzing its financial statement. The financial reports reporting are introduced to provide international information to stockholders regarding the financial performance and responsibility of bank management. Consultation of financial reports can be done in very much one of them which financial research. Financial research are effective to confirming number and financial statement by dividing one number by other. These are my financial resources, including liquidity ratio, solvency ratio, profitability ratio, where each ratio has its own preface. The next method is object and time. PT Bank Rakyat Indonesia Persero Tbk. Time observation period 2009-2019. Populasi and sampel PT Bank Rakyat Indonesia. Proposed sampling. The total sample is data. Method of consolidating data. The data collection method used is considering data. The considering data as in this study or obsolete from company reports. Information on the Indonesian stock exchange in the 2009 and 2019 period. The data was abbreviation through the website www.idx.co.id and stock.com. In addition, research also conducts liberty research by objecting data research to the discussion being research through previously released as research journals and related to the research topic. Literature review. Accordingly, management is the science and art of realizing the purpose of intelligent human resource and other resource effectively to expect a continuous growth. According to James, finally management is related to asset funding and asset management based on several growth objectives. According to Kashmir, financial statements are reports that show the company financial conditions and report in a presentation for the purpose of financial statement that show the current condition of the company is the current condition. The next operating variables. Variables loan to deposit ratio is a ratio used to measure the computation of the amount of credit given comparatively to the amount of the particular scala ratio. Debit to equity ratio is the ratio used to asset debit to equity scala ratio. Return on equity is a ratio to most net profit after tax with own capital scala ratio. The next, multiplier regression test. This one, the multiplier regression question above. The multiplier regression activity can be exploited as follows. From the multiplier regression activity, a positive context value of blended if the loan to debt ratio and debit to equity ratio is mentioned to be context, the deployment variable liability on equity will calculate. The LDR variable has a negative significant coefficient. This shows that the LDR value increased by 1%. The ROE will decrease by 0%. The DER variable has a coefficient of this shows that the LDR value increased by 1%. The ROE will increase by percent. Oke, akan dilanjutkan. The next, Pak Mai Randy.
Multiple linear regression test. From the multiple linear regression equation, a positive constant value of 71.008 means that if the loan deposit ratio and debt equity ratio are assumed to be a constant, the dependent variable, namely return on equity, will change by 71.008. The LDR variable has a negative sign coefficient of minus 0.675. This shows that the LDR value increased by 1%, the ROE will decrease by 0.675%. The DER variable has a coefficient of 0.011. We show that the LDR value increased by 1%. The ROA will increase by 0.011%. Next, simultaneous test. From the table result, it can be seen that the F-test result show that the from value is 15.419 with a significance of 0.002. So it can be into conclude that the LDR and the ER have a positive and significant effect on RRS simultaneously. The next partiality test. From the result of the table, the result of the partial test can be concluded as follows. Number one, the result of hypothesis testing the effect of LDR or X1 on ROA or Y. It can be seen that the T-count value in the LDR is minus 2.400 and the T-table value is 2.306. So it can be concluded the LDR has a negative and significant effect on ROE partially. The result of hypothesis testing the effect of DER X2 on ROE or Y. It can be seen the T count value on the DER is 1.316 and the T table value is 2.306. So it can be concluded that the ER has a positive and not significant effect on ROA partially. Next, determination test. From the process data, the coefficient of determination or R square is 79.4%, meaning the influence the independent variable or LDR and DER on the dependent variable or ROE is 79.4%. The remaining 20.6% is influenced by other factors outside the independent variable study. Acknowledgement. Based of the discussed research conclusion from the result of study, the researchers provide the following suggestion. Number one, ROE profitability is influenced by many independent variables, so that further research is expected to add independent variables that can affect ROE. It is necessary to increase the amount of credit interest to company profitability. Number three, it is expected to add a longer research period with the aim of obtaining better results. Number four, further research needs to be done on the same variable in different banks. Thank you for your attention. I hope this presentation has given you new insight. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.